Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 6 rounds in the heavyweight division. Brought to you by Frank Warren for Queensberry, along with their great sponsors, Riot Season, 32 Red, Unibet, That Prize Guy, and Global Next Trade. When the bell rings, our referee in charge and scoring this contest will be Kevin Parker. Introducing to you first, fighting tonight out of the red corner, he comes to the ring wearing a black trim with gold and weighed in officially at 218.6 pounds. A native of Belarus, he is now fighting out of Warsaw, Poland, and has 28 professional bouts to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Viktar Chvarkou. And his opponent across the ring, fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing a white and black and weighed in officially at 226 pounds. Hailing from Leamington Spa, England, he is undefeated with 2 wins. One of his 2 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Lewis Williams.
Lewis, you both know the rules. I expect a clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Above all, protect yourself at all times. Touch gloves.
Well, here we go. Bout number 3 for Commonwealth gold medalist Lewis Williams. 6 3-minute rounds in the heavyweight division.
Seconds out.
Williams boxing out of those white and black Muhammad Ali style shorts against Belarus's Viktar Chvarkou. A good strong start there from Williams, just taking the centre of that ring, trying to establish that jab.
Looks very strong.
Well, he's definitely got the boxing ability. I just watched him for a few seconds there, and he works nicely behind the lead hand and got a meaningful jab on him. It deter a lot of people like it is right now.
He looks relaxed in the process, does Williams.
He's been on the big stage many times, as you can see. He looks like he's born to be there.
That must help, right? When you've won a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. That helps, doesn't it, in these situations and scenarios? Surely.
Yeah, for sure. He's boxed top quality all his life, by the sounds of it, and getting a gold from the Commonwealth Games is a very, very big achievement, and also a bronze in the European Championships at such a big weight as well. At heavyweight, it's where the big boys lay, and when you're doing it on top levels like that, securing medals, and it means you have got what it takes to mix it with the best.
Fairly careful opening round here from Williams. Chvarkou getting caught with that jab and that short lead hook. Needs to be careful of that shot, because there's a couple of times that one's got through from Williams.
I think Chvarkou's a little bit worried already. He's copped a couple on his nose, and he's a little bit weary of the power.
Williams won his pro debut by stoppage in the 2nd round. He's got punching power there, as well as the boxing ability.
Lovely little body shot there as well.
And a very steady opening round here. Hasn't necessarily given us much to talk about at all, but Williams in full control there. And to be fair, most opening rounds start slow, don't they? Because, well, you guys are the fighters. What are you trying to work out in those opening 3 minutes?
What they're good at doing, what their strengths are. Can they punch a bit? Will they be able to take their power? And that's all the things you're thinking about while you're in there in the first opening round. And as you seen when it was closing off, he was getting to him a little bit more. He was applying the pressure and coming in with a few bigger shots. And I think he's assessed the situation now, and I think you will see him go to work a little bit more.
And Louis, what do you expect to see Williams doing in the second round here?
Again, I agree with Horseman there. I think he's having in the first round, having a little look, having a few responses, seeing how the openings are. And yeah, I think he didn't want to rush nothing, but I do believe this round and the next round we're going to really see him go for the gears. And yeah.
Seconds out, round 2.
Well, let's see if we see any of that.
He's got a very nice jab, though, like the way he throws it. It's very relaxed and just comes out nice. That lands just perfectly on the other fella's nose.
Yeah, his nose is reddened quite a bit early on.
Chvarkou,
Good accuracy.
maybe a long lost brother of Stone Cold Steve Austin, who knows?
It's a good observation. I don't know what your Russian's like, but we might be able to find out later.
Good job there.
I wouldn't mind just seeing him follow up a little bit more. After he lands a nice jab, maybe go again and go again. And getting something, a response off of him where you can land a nice counter punch.
In the heavyweight division, you know, being able to punch is vitally important, isn't it? Of course it is in any weight, but when it comes to the big boys, if you can knock people down and you can knock people out, it's eye-catching stuff.
He hurt him there with that right hand.
He did.
He did hurt him. He's gone on the back foot now. Hopefully he can go about it in the right way and keep applying the pressure and keep landing big shots like that.
Three people have managed to get Chvarkou out in the distance before. I've seen him box many a time. He just seems to be one of those fighters who doesn't go anywhere very easily. I think Williams is starting to find that out. Let's see if he can find the shot to change that. That was a good shot, that left hand.
Two combo there. Around the sides and up through the middle, and he is getting to him now. He's going through the gears a little bit more. He's showing the opponent what he's about.
Got really good feet for a heavyweight, has Williams. Moves in and out quick, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. Like the way he places his feet, he knows his way around the ring. He's not giving up bad positions. He's keeping him at bay and pushing him back.
The last few seconds of this second round of this one, scheduled for 6. Not too different to the opening round. Lewis Williams just going through the motions, establishing that jab over and over again, has got through with the odd punch.
same tempo and the same strength, so I think Chvarkou's kind of bracing for each shot.
Do you think there's anything which is making Williams wary of going in and letting his hands go a little bit more?
I don't think so. No, he hasn't been clipped with anything yet, as we've seen. Lovely body work there.
Well, he's certainly up the tempo at the start of this round.
Definitely. Like putting shots like that in, that's what slows opponents down and breaks them down. And when you can do it relaxed like the way he is, working behind the lead hand and then coming on the inside and letting threes and fours go, that's what gets opponents out of there.
He likes that left hook, a little roll that left hook on. It's nice.
Good work off the jab from Williams. He's not getting too much off of that jab, but the jab is scoring over and over again. And it's disrupting any form of attack from Chvarkou. See what you're saying about that left hook, Louis. He really likes that sort of short left hook, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he just kind of whips it in out of nowhere.
100%, and I think where he works well off the jab, it brings the right hand forward, and he likes to roll that left hook on behind their backhand. It's nice.
That's a bit better work there. Just needs to take yourself out of distance a little bit and not be allowed to get hold.
Good lead uppercut there, nice and short. And Chvarkou made an entrance. He was stung with that.
No, it's another good round by Lewis.
Well, Lewis Williams in full control. I think maybe it'd be a bit harsh if I said Chvarkou was a really negative fight. I just don't think he's kind of at that level to compete with Williams, and every time he tries to do something, Williams is just too good to allow him to do anything, Louis.
He's just, he's too good in every department, really. His feet too good, his hands are too good, he's too strong, he's too fast, he's too clever. He's outmatched him in every department.
It reminds me a little bit, Royston, of your last fight, where I was commentating on it, and I can't remember, it was Zach Miller I was working with, and me and Zach turned to each other and said, Royston looked bored.
Yeah, it is the fact that where sometimes where you have to maybe force the opening to yourself, maybe they're not going to give it to you, and I can see that in here. He's getting frustrated. He's thinking, I'm just walking around and there's nothing really happening. But that's when you've got to tell yourself, like, right, I have to try and push the tempo myself now. I've got to make something happen. But not getting too carried away with it in the such as where you're falling over yourself. It's just that you keep creeping a little bit more closer. You keep piling the pressure a bit more. You're letting your hands go a little bit more.
Well, good right hand to the body from Williams there. As he starts this fourth round with a bit more purpose on the front foot.
Everything looks spiteful with this lead hand here from Williams, doesn't it? Lovely body shot.
A lovely body shot, that did.
Good little body shot back there from him.
Chvarkou just looks like he's trying to make his way at Williams to grab hold of him. I don't know if that's because he's just starting to get knackered now, or he doesn't want any shots coming back at him at all, but it's going to make it a bit of a dull and messy fight if he carries on. But that's down to Williams to use those straight shots of his. And there's that little short left hand he throws with the hook.
That was nice, that hurt him there. He needs to follow up on that.
The well-placed shot, well-timed shot.
That was nice. Nice switch up to the body with that jab. But just like him, just to pile on the pressure a little bit more. That was a lovely shot.
It's going to be a tough 2 rounds for Chvarkou. I know that. Good body shot. Lovely jab to the body.
Good jab and footwork there from Williams. And you know when Chvarkou's just been caught with something, because you can see that his body language changes and he starts to go on that back foot.
Another good round by Williams. Catch some nice shots there. He's up in the tempo like I said he should do, and he was getting him hurt there. He hurt him a couple of times in that round, and it was a very, very good round by Lewis.
I think what we've got to remember with some of these away corner fighters, and a lot of them really, is they're not all here because they want to, you know, get wins on their record. They're here because it's a job, and they're gatekeepers. And survival is, you know, one of the big things. And they're going to fight the next week, aren't they?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And Chvarkou is one of those typical kind of away corner fighters who will do everything in his power to make sure that he just still standing by the end of the round, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure. It's a job at the end of the day. They're looking to survive and get their next paycheck. But hopefully Lewis can up the gears now and in these last 2 rounds and get the job done.
Well, can he do it? 2 rounds to go. Chvarkou just closing the distance between them to make sure that those long levers of Lewis Williams don't get fully extended onto his chin. Good body work there from Williams.
He's going to be sore tomorrow on the midsection, that's for sure. Lovely right hand over the top there.
I can see Lewis just getting a bit frustrated there, where he's thinking something's going to come back where it should normally happen. He's just looking to tuck up and cover it. And Lewis just needs to find his spots just like that. He needs to find his spots a little bit more better and apply the pressure. A lovely body shot that was.
So he's got quick hands for a heavyweight as Williams.
Yeah, for sure. He definitely don't move like a heavyweight or punch like one. And he's very fast and he's very accurate. That's nice work on the inside, getting your head to one side and allowing to land them 3 or 4 punches on the inside there.
That one hurt him. That left hook, it was a jab and then followed up with a left hook.
I think he really wants the stoppage now. He's really putting some spiteful shots in.
Well, every single fight on this prelims undercard so far has gone the distance. One more fight after this one, which will be the extremely talented Sam Noakes, before the main event card starts live on DAZN from 7 p.m. And 4 crackers on that one for you. And here is that main event card again. Royston, briefly, who are you looking forward to the most? And can we get a prediction for the main event as well? You might be a little bit biased because one half of the main event is a gym, mate.
Yeah, for sure. A cracking fight between Cooper and Congo. I also train with Congo. I'm excited to see what Congo brings to that fight, because he's got the experience and he's got the ring IQ, and
he's
Cooper,
in incredible shape as well.
He is, and Cooper comes to fight. He comes to win at the end of the day. The cracking fight with Ackerman.
What about you, Louis?
I think obviously I'm really looking forward to the Taylor and Jones fight. And yeah, all the fights on the card are crackers really. Again, Cooper, Congo's in serious shape. I think all the fights on the card are really good fights. I'm looking forward to all of them, to be fair.
They're very good 50-50 fights on paper, so it'll be a cracking show.
Well, we look forward to it. And it will be here before you know it. And the seats in the arena just starting to slowly get filled up. It is a sellout in here. So by the time that the main event comes around, every single seat will be occupied. And by the time that Wood and Kakachi come out, this place should be rocking. And this is good work here
very
from
nice work. He's putting the
Lewis
punches
Williams
together there in the corner. He has started that attack from.
Chvarkou coming back with a right hand over the top of his own. A bit naughty there from Chvarkou.
Tried to sneak Southern King, didn't he? He knows he's in the wrong, but he needed something, I suppose.
I think clash of heads might.
This sort of distance here works for Chvarkou. He stayed there all day.
Oh, what a lovely body shot. He's starting to put a bit more venom in now.
Just getting a little bit too close, which is allowing Chvarkou to just shut the distance, smother and have a little break, and he gets 10, 15, 20 seconds rest each time. So I'd like to see a little bit of space behind the shots when they land.
Chvarkou just having a bit of a talking to from the referee here. Just over a minute to go in a pretty uneventful 6-rounder in the heavyweight division.
There's that left hook again. That one hurt him for sure.
Starting to get through with a few of them now is Williams. Is it too little, too late as we go into the final 30 seconds?
Lovely little jack hook there.
And finally, a bit of fire between the pair of them. And a good right hand there from Williams. The last few seconds of this one, and it has been a frustrating bout for Williams, who's tried plenty. But Chvarkou is the sort of fighter who could do 15 rounds like this if you allow him to. And the last few rounds, he's just been
And
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds of boxing, our referee in charge, Kevin Parker, scores the contest 60-54 for your winner, and still undefeated, Lewis Williams.